So we're going to turn our attention now to this. This is a fascia board. This is the product that's designed to match perfectly your decking and to cover your either timber or, in this instance, 100% plastic substrate. But before I can show how that gets fitted, we need to install a deck board. I've already started by installing the start clips. It's these clips that hold the edge of this deck board down and provide a flush finish between the edge of the deck board and the edge of the substrate. Like so. Edge of the deck board is now flush with the edge of the substrate. Just to hold that deck board down, I'm going to put a couple of these T-clips in, then we can move onto the fascia board. Just whilst we're on the topic of T-clips, if this was a real life project, you would also use one of these locking clips. These grip the deck board and control the expansion and contraction. They don't stop it, but they just control it. So before we can install the fascia board, which is going to go here, there's a couple of tools that you're going to need, both of which are available from Ecoscape. You're going to need a set of these. They're square drive bits for driving the screws in. And you're going to need one of these smart bits. That's a combination tool that is a pilot driller and also a countersinker. So this fascia board is directly suited for the former range of products, the second generation capped products. It is 150 millimeters tall and 10 millimeters thick. The recommendation is that this is fixed every 300 millimeters with 2 screws, top and bottom. The product that suits the Clarity and the Grande range is slightly thicker. It's 15 millimeters thick. Still 150 mil tall, but 15 millimeters thick. Because it's thicker, it's okay to fix that every 400 millimeters. So just a side note on the position of these holes, you want to be aiming for about 35 millimeters down. You'll see why shortly. So now we've pre-drilled and countersunk our holes using this tool here. We can turn our attention to the fixings. These fixings are supplied by Ecoscape and they are the colour-coded stainless steel fixings that suit this particular form of product. So just going back to what I was talking about earlier, about this 35 millimeter position for the screw. That is so that when that screw holds the fascia board on, it catches the joist on the subframe rather than the edge of the deck board. The fact that these are offset is no problem. The idea is to separate these fixing points out pretty much as far as possible. The fact that they're offset doesn't much matter so long as you have a uniform hole pattern. So when your fascia board is correctly installed, you'll find that the edge of the fascia board is exactly flush with the top surface of the decking, which means the fascia board hides the groove in the side of the decking and also hides, in this case, the plastic substructure.